A gain makes it 2nd and medium. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And the runner takes off to his right. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down here for this offense. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here's the 2nd down play. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. The back's got it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Breaks free. Running through the tackle. Keeper for the first down and more. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
NC State has moved into the red zone.
42 spot.
A quick throw out left, complete. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. NC State comes to the line quickly. Offense facing second and goal.
Black 24. Black 20. Flip. Flip. Dino. Dino. Longer. Hawk.
And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolfpack. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
And that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And the extra point goes up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Only a small game. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
He'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Caught quickly. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. When the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield.
The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
The defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's intercepted. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
On the set.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
NC State 7, Auburn 0.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands. It takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. They're going to run it. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, to start to see that affect the defense.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Eludes a tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle. It's strong. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Looking to chuck it again. Bringing pressure. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The pocket breaking down. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, the quarterback gets trailed on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Handoff heading left. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Okay, ready?
Second down after that previous play.
Easy.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Looks like NC State will have the first down. Offense in hurry-up mode. That's a design quarterback keeper. Has the first down, is still going. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's looking deep here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 2nd down play coming up. And the back now goes in motion. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's strong. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, NC State. And the defense adds 6 for the interception return.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Auburn offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And looking to throw now on first down. He escapes the sack. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Second down now after the sack. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They finally tackled him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7.
That makes the score NC State 21,
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And your NC State Wolfpack will take over 1st and 7.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down. They're going to throw the football. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
It moves to 2nd down.
Looks like one more play here before halftime.
Tuna. Here we go. Roll it.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. NC State will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 15. Set this one away.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line. Giving up any big plays, everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Fighting off the defender. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Same tailback, another carry. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Banks up a 1st and 10. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
On the set.
Now it's 2nd down here.
Pound 55 weak.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. That catch is hauled in. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They're going to run it here. Touchdown, Auburn. And the comeback continues. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Handoff to the back. Running with purpose. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Play action fake, looking to throw. Snags a quick throw. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. NC State comes to the line quickly.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. And now the handoff. Some hard running there through a tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up, the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 15, set to kick it off.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They call the counter play here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Going to create outside the pocket now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Catch made on the right side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Caught near the sticks. It's strong. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple of scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They'll try a pass here. And the receivers got it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Easy.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
The Wolfpack line up now, 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Went after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Running out of time in the pocket. They'll be tackled. They'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back grabs it on a screen. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Lets it go quickly. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21.
That makes the score NC State.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Tackle made after a solid game to spot the ball for 31.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver, then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive, go for it here on third down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver, comes down with a nice completion and a first down, and they keep that clock moving.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field.
42 Spider.
Gets the first and still running. Great cut. They whiff on him. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for that first down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Second and long, but you'd expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. And he'll set up to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. The DB's backing off from the line now. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
They look to throw it here on second down. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And here's the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Got it.
Important second down play coming up.
Alert, alert. Slab. Flip, flip. Now.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.